Hi, everybody. My name is Alexis, and this is my applied assignment interview project. So, for pre work, I plan on interviewing a parent of a 3-year-old girl. Some of the topics that I was more focused on was regarding the child's developmental skills or milestones at this point in age, family involvement at home when she's not at school, and the child's learning styles. Most of the prior knowledge I have on these topics from prior or current experience that I have or had observed in the early childhood education setting, as well as when I get to see my 3-year-old niece. I also have gained some new knowledge from previous course resources that I have learned so far in this course. These are just some of the resources that I used from the course. And some evidence. This to the left is a screenshot of the confirmation email I had with one of the parents. And on the right are some of the questions that I asked. And these questions were based around the topics that I mentioned earlier. And it continues on to the next page. These questions are more towards when she's not at school, how she learns, and how parents are involved in her developmental skills. And lastly is a reflection. I really enjoyed working on this project. I think that this interview process was a great way to open the lines of communication between a teacher and a parent. This was great practice for when I need to communicate with parents of the children in my future classroom. I feel like I have learned so many new topics. For example, adapting a child's family's practices or language development from their home and learning how to develop it into a curriculum at school, not only for one student, but all of them. And some new questions I've had is how do I incorporate all dual language learners' cultures into my classroom? I know there could be multiple dual language learners or just one. And one of my main questions is how do I incorporate everyone into a curriculum that helps them all? And also, how can I modify the classroom to help the dual language learners in their developmental progress? I want to see all of my students successful and reaching all their milestones. That's it for my project. I hope you enjoyed.